Okay. So let's see who all is here. So Tasvik, can you move a little bit this side so I can see you? Yeah, Aditi, you're saying something?
Our background filters not allowed.
That's okay. That's okay. As long as it doesn't create any disturbance, it's fine. But don't play with it too much, okay? That's a request to everybody. So we have Aditi, Ashar, Nihan, Sami, Salini, Shreyanvi, then Jay, then Suhina, Joy, and Yaganya.
Sir, yesterday I didn't join the class. Because my uncle and aunt came over.
Okay.
But I watched the video.
Yeah, wonderful. Yuk, your friendship is not important for the class.
He's touching my notebook.
That's okay. Touching, okay. Don't. Do you enjoy getting scolded? Do you enjoy getting time out also? No. Then why you do things that is not good for you or me both, right? I don't become a good teacher by giving you guys punishment either, right? Don't force me to do something that I don't enjoy. So okay, all right. So everybody, turn on the video. Make sure that I see everybody, and I have everybody's attention also. Okay. We have Arihan also. Arihan did not join the class today. Is he not home today?
Yeah, he had a meeting.
Oh, okay. Okay, all right. So let's get started then. What did we learn yesterday? Yep, Sammy.
The addition and multiplication of fractions, because fraction and division, fraction, subtraction, and division is close to addition and multiplication.
Right. The only thing that we need to be aware is when we don't learn division, because we can do the same thing by using multiplication itself. Just that there's an extra dance that happens. That's it. Yep. Now, okay, where is okay, Divit is not going to join today. How about Ankita and Aditya? Ankita and Aditya have not joined. Okay, all right. So, what do we want to learn today? Before I try or we try learning something new, I want to see whatever we learned yesterday, how much has stayed with you guys. Okay? So I'll randomly pick 2 kids from the class who will just tell me how did they do fraction, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Just tell me like a story that okay, if you have to do fraction, addition, you do first this, then you do this, then you do this. Okay? That is what I want to hear from you guys. Okay? So I will randomly pick 2 names. Don't raise your hand, okay? Allow me to choose who that would be. And let's say one person would be Ashar and one person would be Sami. And I'll tell you why I'm picking 2 names. Sami, because Sami did not in the class yesterday, but she did watch the video. So I want to see how effective is our learning when we watch the video. And then I'm picking just one name, that is Ashar, because Ashar's name appears as the first or second name in the screen. So that's why I picked up Ashar. So Ashar and Sami. So Ashar, if you had to do fraction addition, how would you do it?
First, I would take the left denominator and then I would multiply by the right numbers. Then I would take the right denominator and I would multiply it with the left numbers.
Okay.
And then whatever comes, then I can just add the top numbers.
Okay. So I'm talking about 1 by 6 plus 2 by 7. So you said you look at this denominator, and you multiply these two. So you get.
No.
Then?
No, I'm saying I would take the left one and multiply by the right numbers.
Okay. You
and then I will take the right one and multiply by the.
So you will multiply with what? Let's say you pick this one. You multiply this by what?
I'll multiply these by 7.
Okay. So 7 the numerator, 7 denominator. And here what will you do?
6.
Multiply by 6. Okay. So and then you will get same denominator here. So this becomes 7 into 1 7 by 6 7 is 42 plus 2 times 6 is 12 divided by 42, and then you say 7 by 42, 12 by 42. You add them together, it becomes 7 plus 12 19 by 42. That's what you said?
Yeah.
So yeah, this is certainly one approach. Let's see what Sami has to say.
Okay, so you mean for addition, right?
Yes.
So let's take the same problem. 1 6.
She's writing me notes for some reason.
Just one second. Just one second. Do you want to study or you don't want to study? Then why are you doing things that is not needed? No, this showing this shoulder doesn't help me, and this is very offending. I don't like this. You need to know. You certainly need to know why you are doing something. If I come to the class where I'm supposed to teach math to you guys and I start teaching science, and I say I don't know why I'm teaching science, showing my shoulder like this, nobody will like it. You figure out how soon you want to get it fixed. Because if I escalate this problem, okay, if I go to parents talking about this, either you will stop coming to the class or you will get it fixed in a bad way. Can I assume that this is the last warning for you?
Yes.
And Tasvik, you will not complain. You will not complain, okay? Neither you will complain nor Anika will complain. I'm observing each one of you. So nobody has any responsibility of complaining to me. Let the teacher do his job. I'll figure it out. I have eyes on everybody in the class. Even if kids are there on the screen, I have eyes on them. So no complaining business. Okay? I will, whenever I notice something which I don't like, I will have no other choice but to request. I inform the parents that okay, please ask your kid not to make the mistakes or don't come to the class. Either of the two options. Okay? Yeah? You? Don't say yes just for making me happy. Just saying yes doesn't make me happy. I want to see that reflecting in your behavior as well. Okay, alright. Yeah, Sammy, please go ahead.
So 16 problem, 1 6 plus 2 7.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so first we will try to find the LCM.
Yes.
So you put 6 and 7
Uh-huh.
for the LCM.
Okay.
And then since the smallest number is 6 and 7 can't be divided by anything because it's a prime number,
Mm-hmm.
we'll do 6 divided by 6. So then we'll have 1 and 7. And since 7 is the next smallest number, we'll do that. And so 6 times 7 is 42.
Okay.
So that'll be our LCM.
Okay.
So we times 6 by 7. So both of the denominators. And so since we did that to the denominators, we'll do the same thing to the numerators. So 1 times 7 is 7. And then 2 times 6 is 12.
And then you add it, it becomes 7 plus 12 by 42.
Yes.
That is 19 by 42. So now we have two options. See, I don't want to be a teacher who says only, see, this is what I had taught. But what Asher did, that was also perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I was telling you guys that this is the most orthodox method. This is the conceptual method. But what Asher did, and I'm sure I have heard this from Nihan also some time ago, where I was told that you can multiply first one with the denominator of the second one and second one with the denominator of the first one. That works perfectly fine. Because what that does is you get same value in the denominator. If I multiply this by 7, this is and divide by 7, and then here 6 by denominator and multiply and divide by this, that also gives me same value in the denominator, 7 times 6, 42, and then you can add the numerator. So what? 7 plus 2 times 6. See, that is what you get here also, right? So both are same. Both are exactly the same. There is no difference. It's always up to you guys which one you find more comfortable for yourself. Okay? Right? What Sammy did, that is the most authentic and what do you call it, orthodox method. Okay? Now, because this thing works fine if you're dealing with two fractions. Okay? As soon as you have three fractions, 1 by 4 plus 2 by 9 plus 3 by 7. And then when you have to multiply, that is where you will get confused probably. Yeah? So, I mean, there is a solution to it. You will say, okay, I'll multiply by 9 and 7. These two, this one, 9 and 7. And then here I'll say 4 and 7, 4 and 7, and 4 and 7. And here also I have 7, so I'll say 4 and 9. That also you can do. But this will become much complicated problem to deal with. That's all. So you can always choose which approach works easier for you, and I'll let you guys choose that. Okay, I mean, I'm not trying to force you guys to follow one method, because whatever you are comfortable with, whatever you are finding easy to practice, you can choose that and go ahead. Yeah, Nihan.
So like instead of the LCM, like how you do like one time, like wait, can we just do like this?
You can do like this also.
Like this, and then a number over here and a number over here.
Yeah, that you can do. So I'm just letting you guys explore different options, whichever works faster for you. Okay. So whatever you will practice, you will see that you become more comfortable with that. Yes, Yanvi.
What if the denominators were the same? Would you just add them?
No, so let's say I have 1 by 3 plus 2 by 8. What did Asher do? He said, okay, fine. I'll look at, when I'm dealing with this one, I will look at the denominator of second guy and multiply and divide.
No, like if the denominators were the same.
If the denominators were the same, if it was like this, it's 1 by 3 and 2 by 3. Yeah? You can literally add them. Because it's like 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 1 banana, 2 banana. That is 3 bananas.
Bananas?
Just give an example.
Isn't that a bit silly?
Yeah, it is silly. So that's how you do silly things to make it more fun.
Yeah.
Yes, Reina.
So if there's like the fractions the same number, like 3 by 3 and plus 3 by 2 and
3 by 3.
plus 3 by 3.
See, your guiding thing is this guy, okay? Denominator, okay? See, 3 by 3, 3 by 2. Here your denominators are not same.
Sir,
Yeah?
the two numbers are the same. The two numbers are the same.
3 by 3 and 3 by 3?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then you say, okay, 3 by 3 is 1. 3 by 3. So if you call this as apple, this is 1 apple and this is second apple. It becomes 2 apple. 2 apples. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? So that is why, see, you guys are growing kids right now. What you deal with, fruits, vegetables, that's how you grow faster, become healthier. So that's why I keep giving example of apples and bananas. I can talk about oranges also. If I 3 by 3 I call this orange. So this is one orange and this is another orange. I have 2 oranges. 2 times oranges. That's what I have. Done. Yeah? Yaditi.
I learned this same thing at my school.
Okay. So thankfully, whatever I'm teaching you guys, I'm still staying relevant to what is taught in the school. That is good. Okay, let's see what Shanvi has to say. Yes, Shanvi.
I have
Okay, what is that?
So suppose you have 2 by 5 plus 8 by 15. How I think it's the same. Because I was in the bathroom when you were doing the other explanation, but so what I would do is do the simplification of 5 and 15.
This is 15 or 16?
15.
This is 15, okay.
And then I got
Oh, my gosh.
13. It's 3 but 1 and 3.
Where did you get 13?
Huh?
Where did you get 13?
So you get like 5 times 15 times 1 equals 15.
Okay.
And 5 times 3 equals 15.
So, what did you need here? All the friendship outside the class. Okay. So, what did you do with this?
Then I did 13. I got 13.
Where did you get 13?
So, let me show you for a sec. Can you see it?
Not very clearly. Okay, so do one thing. Shalvi, what you can do is, this could be an approach, and I would certainly want to learn if I am not aware of. Take a picture of this one and send this to daddy, okay? From daddy's phone, send it to me, okay? Just to me. I'll take a look at it. If you are doing it right, I will teach everybody else. If you are not doing it right, I will tell you what is to be corrected, okay? Now, Tasvik, is there a way I can be more explicit and more clear? Tell me if I have to learn any other language to be able to explain you guys better. Tell me which language works. No, right? If we are using one language, that is English, let's stick to that, and I should not be forced to repeat myself. That is not something that I enjoy much. Okay? If I keep on saying the same thing again and again in a math class, I'm just dealing with scolding you guys, telling you what is to be done, what is not to be done. That's not right. That's a waste of time. Okay? Yeah, Joy.
I can't see your screen.
That means you'll have to disconnect and join back again.
No, I meant the board is too small, so I can't see it.
So right now I've not written anything here. I'll use a better pen, darker pen. That might help. So once we come to that, we'll see it. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Now, so this is where we'll stop. We learned about. We just checked how you can do addition, subtraction of fractions, and I learned from you guys other method that could be a simpler method for solving it. So that is okay. Now, when we talk about multiplication, division, so as I said yesterday, we will not learn division. We just need to learn multiplication of fractions, and then there is a little bit of dance that we need to learn that will help us do division. Okay? So, if I say 4 by 8 multiplied by 3 by 6. I'll pick two names, one in the classroom and one on the screen, and I'll be picking up names randomly. Let's go to Nihan. Nihan, how will you do it?
So, I don't know how to explain it, but so basically first I do I figure out like the LCM of 8 and 6, like this.
And then
So I keep-
multiplication.
I just break them up so the 4 is 2 times 2. I keep the 4 as 2 times 2.
Okay. So you are saying that 4 into 3, 8 into 6, and then 4 you are saying 2 into 2, and 3 remains
3
3.
is 3. And I do 2 times 4 for 8.
Okay. And 6 becomes?
And 6 I do 3 times 2.
Okay.
and with the 3 over there, I knock off the 3 and the up 3, and with one of those two, I knock off the 2 and that, and 4 times 2, 8, and so it's 2 8.
2 by 8. Or 2, you can say 2 into 1, and 4 into 2 becomes 8. So
Yeah.
you can knock off this 2 also. So it becomes 1 by 4. Yeah.
1 4
What
2
about the
8.
other
Yeah.
twos? There's a,
This is 4, this is 2, this is 1, 2.
yeah. Why did you cross that one off?
So 2 becomes 2, 4 times 2 becomes 8. And again I am breaking this. So 2, I have made it 2 into 1, and this 4 into 2 is 4 into 2.
Ugh.
Yeah? Yeah, Mandeep.
Can we go to a restroom?
Yes, please. Arihan, tell me.
Wait, can I share a different way of doing it?
Yeah, sure.
This one's actually quite easy. All you do is times the numerator and the numerator.
Okay. So if I have 4 by 8,
No,
what?
wait, yeah, just times 4 by 3. And that will give you 12.
4 times 3, that gives you 12. And then
And
8.
then 8 times 6 is 48, and then simplifying, you get 1/4.
So basically, this is exactly the same thing, okay? This is exactly the same thing. Why we are breaking this into smaller pieces? I mean, what you did is also correct. There's nothing wrong with that.
Because then you'll get the simplified answer with that method.
Right. No, so I'm saying you get simplified method answer from this method also, but your life becomes a little more difficult and interesting if I'm talking about 4 by 16 times 3 by 19 times 38 by 44 times 2 by 8. Now if you first multiply them all and then you try simplifying it, it will be difficult. If you break it into smaller pieces in the beginning itself, you might end up dealing with a smaller or simpler calculation. That's the only difference. Yeah. But
Yeah.
but what you did is not wrong. This is certainly fine. It works okay as long as you are dealing with simpler problems. Yeah. Yaditi.
I did the tic-tac-toe part, but it got 3 12s.
3 12s. 3 12. Right? Yeah. So this is the same thing, right? 3 you can write as 3 into 1. And 12 you can write as 4 into 3. You can do tic-tac-toe further. This 3 also you can knock off. You get 1 by 4. Yeah? So tic-tac-toe is something like, you are simplifying it, but that doesn't mean that you cannot simplify it further if there is a chance. Yeah, sure.
I have doubt the tic-tac-toe part.
Say it again.
The tic-tac-toe part.
Okay.
I'm kind of having trouble how to do that.
Okay. Yeah, Joy. Tell me, what is your question?
I was gonna ask the same thing.
How to do tic-tac-toe?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, everybody here. Tic-tac-toe is fun activity, okay? This should not give anybody any stress. Now, let's see how you will do it. Mandeep, you might want to go on mute, and you can unmute yourself when you are talking, okay? Now, see, what is the purpose of tic-tac-toe? Tic-tac-toe is for kids like you all, right? Not for an old person like me. But I still enjoy it. Let's say if I have to do 4 by 16 multiplied by 8 by 3. Okay? Now, who all knows the table of 16 right now in the class? Sammy knows. Maybe Nihan also knows. But maybe Arihan also knows. Some of you must be knowing. Yeah, Diti, you also might be knowing. I'm saying that don't worry about it. Let's make our life easier and simpler. And that is what I mean by tic-tac-toe. Tasvik, here. So I'm saying, can I simplify this? Can I see? Everybody knows table of 2, right? Table of 2 and 3. Very easy peasy, right? Yeah? Now, can I deal with things that are easy? Like I said yesterday in the class, if any of you are feeling not so well, I can lift you and put you somewhere else. If I'm not feeling well, can one of you lift me and put it somewhere else? No, I'm way too heavy, right? So you don't want to deal with something heavier and bigger. You like easier and smaller things, correct? That's what we are trying to do by tic-tac-toe. Now look at this. If I have to do this, what it means is 4 times 8 divided by 16 times 3. Now I will behave that okay, I'm super intelligent. I'll say I know the table of 16. 16 times 3 is 48, 4 times is 32. 32 by 48. But 16 times 3, I know you guys will learn the table of 16. But do you want to do it at this
Yes.
age?
Yes. Yes.
No. Don't argue with me just because you enjoy arguing, okay? Focus on learning. Argument doesn't take you anywhere. Okay?
I will learn 16 table.
You will anyways learn. Everybody will learn. But for now, when you have a question to solve right now, can you learn the table first and then do it? Or you would want to do it first and then keep your learning plan later on. Now, what tic-tac-toe does, okay, let's not argue and waste each other's time. Let's focus on what I am trying to convey. Now, if I have 4, can I break 4 into smaller pieces? Yes, I can say 4 equals 2 into 2. Yep. Now, I have 8. Can I break 8 also? Yeah, I can say 4 into 2. So, I have broken 4 into smaller pieces. I have broken 8 also into smaller pieces, which is 4 into. And if there is a need in future, I can further break it. We'll see. Now 16, I can say 4 times 4. And then I have a 3. 3 is a prime number, I cannot break it. I'll leave it like this. Now let's look at 1 4 here, 1 4 here. I can do tic-tac-toe. Yeah? Now what do I have? I have 2 into 2 into 2. Or I can say 2 into 2 is 4, or I'll leave it as 2 into 2. That will be 2 into 2, and I have another 2. And then I have 4 and 3. Now this 4 I can break actually. I can say 2 into 2. And then I have a 3. Who all are tired right now? I literally get tired when I have to repeat myself so many times for the same thing. I will never say when it's time, okay?
He can do the same answer always.
Nihit, you, there was a message for you. When I saw you stretching your hand and making me ask you, do you need tiger balm? Do you have backache?
Tiger Mom?
Stop that nonsense. Okay, not needed. Here. Now I have 2, 2, 2 and 2, 2 and 3. So 1, 2, 1, 2 gone. This 2 also I can do tic-tac-toe. What do I have? 2 by 3. Now look at this. This 2 by 3 I got from this. What did I do? I just broke this into smaller pieces, and wherever I found something common between numerator and denominator, I did tic-tac-toe. That's it. That was the simplest thing to do for when I say tic-tac-toe. You're just playing, okay? So, question to Asha and Joy. Are you guys clear, or this still has some doubt?
I still don't get it, sir.
Okay, now
I have a question.
you still have questions? Let me do one more time. One more time. And everybody, yeah.
The tic-tac-toe part where you like cross out some of the numbers.
Uh-huh. So basically,
Oh.
tic-tac-toe is only helping us make our numbers smaller. Things that are common, we are taking it out.
Yeah. So my question was, why, like, how to like.
Okay. Look at this and look at this. Which one do you like?
One.
1 by 3, right? And that's a universal fact. If you guys are there, okay? If one of you are there, let's say Asher. Asher is there, and your teacher, Mr. Birendra Kumar, is there, okay? And I ask my neighbor, whom do you like more? Do you like Asher or you like Birendra Kumar? You know what? What will be the answer? They'll say Asher. Everybody likes smaller, cute things, okay? If you have to buy a puppy versus buying a big dog, you'll go for buying a puppy. Correct? Right? So that's why the small things are light more. They're easy to deal with. They're easy to deal with. Correct? That is what we achieve by doing tic-tac-toe. We look at simplifying a bigger complex number into a smaller number. Does it make sense, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Yeah, Diti, you had a question?
16/48 is too much. So
Yeah.
choose the smaller one so it could be easier.
Yes. So by doing tic-tac-toe, we are always trying to simplify the number. Yeah, Mandeep, tell me. You have to first sit down, beta. You cannot lie down and then ask me a question. Sit down. Yeah.
I have a half screen.
Say that again.
I have a half screen.
Okay, that's fine. But tell me, what is your question?
It's not a question.
Okay, then that is fine. I mean, the half screen is probably a technical glitch, which I will not be able to fix from here. You might have to disconnect and join back again. Yeah, Joy.
Can I go to the bathroom, sir?
Yes, please. Now, I will do one more multiplying fraction, and then we'll come back to the coordinate plane. We are trying to understand what is a coordinate plane and what is the use of that, okay? That's the main thing that we want to learn today. Coordinate plane. Not the plane that flies our roof. Okay? So we'll talk about coordinate plane, okay? So, alright. So, yeah, Joy, are you back? Maybe Joy will take a little bit time. So we will quickly solve one problem with tic-tac-toe, one multiplication problem using tic-tac-toe, and then we will come to build some understanding around coordinate plane. Okay? Asher, are you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Okay. Too much of background noise. Not needed. Who is asking these questions, typing non-stop? Mandeep?
I'm back, sir.
Yeah, you're back. Okay. Now, okay, everybody here. Everybody here. This is your last chance to learn and appreciate what is tic-tac-toe. Okay? Now, I'm saying 4 by 12 multiplied by 6 by 19, not 19, 18, multiplied by 24 by 6. I'm saying this is one fraction, this second fraction, this third fraction. I'm trying to multiply them all. And we are trying to see how do we do it. So first thing that you all know is whatever you have in the numerator, you'll put them together. 4 times 6 times 24. This is that. Then you have 12, 18 and 6 in the denominator. You'll put 12 into 18 into 6. Okay? Now you have put everything here. What do you want to do? Do you want to memorize the table of 24 first? 24 times 6, then 6 times 4. Everybody here, stop playing with your notebook. Pay attention here. We have nothing to note down. That's what is that the dance all about? Keep that notebook. Now, 12 times 18 times 6. You really don't want to do that. You want to simplify it. Make it simpler. Yes, Joy.
Your screen is glitching for me.
That means there is a network issue at your end. Is it glitching for everybody?
Yes.
Tatvik, I'm not liking it. Tatvik, I'm not liking it.
No.
Do you want time out? Please sit quiet. Okay. That means, Joy, you might have to disconnect and join back again. So here, now, okay. Now I have these numbers and we are trying to simplify this. What will we do? Now 4. What will I do? First thing is 4, make 4 simple and smaller. 4 is I can write as 2 into 2. 4 is split. Now 6. 6 I can say as break as 2 into 3. This is also broken. Now this 24 I can say 6 times 4 is 24. Okay. Then I have 12 here. 12 I can say maybe 6 into 2. Then this 18 I can say probably 3 into 6. And then this 6 is probably 2 into 3. We will see. I mean, you can break as much as you can in one go, and then we'll see if you have more opportunity for breaking further. Now you look at this. You have 1, 2 here and 1, 2 here. Tic-tac-toe. So here, Ashar, what we are doing is we are just taking out the common things so that we are dealing with smaller numbers. Okay? Yeah? Joy, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I knocked off 1, 2 here. Nihit and Sasvi, you don't have to be busy being friends here in the classroom. You have friend outside the class. Now 1, 3 here, 1, 3 here, I can knock them off. Similarly, I found one more 6 and 6 here, knock them off. Then I have a 2 here and a 2 here, I can knock them off. Now look at it. What do I have? 2 and 4. 2 times 4 in the numerator and 6 times 3 in the denominator. Now 6 times 3 is 18, 2 times 4 is 8. Now I can further simplify it. I can stop here also. I can say 8 by 18, or I'll say 2 into 4, and 6 I can write as 2 into 2, 2 into 3, and then I have a 3. So here I can knock off one more 2. So what I'm left with is 4 by 3 into 3, 9. Yeah? So what was looking so complex here, I just put them together, split the numbers into smaller pieces, and then tic-tac-toe to get a very simple, easier answer. Yes, Joy?
It's still glitching.
There might be a problem at your end, then you have to join again, Joy, because that's what happens. Mostly when you disconnect and join, it works sometimes. If there's a network problem, maybe 1 or 2 attempts will help us to solve the problem. Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Sandvi. Sandvi, you have raised your hand. Tell me.
Do you have to simplify more?
What is that?
Do you have to simplify more if you want to?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, you can simplify. If you want to deal with bigger numbers, there is no forceful setup. If you enjoy multiplying 24 with 6 and then with 4, you can do that. But here by doing this tic-tac-toe, it just helps you come to an easier solution. Imagine this. If you multiply all this and tells you something like probably 624 by let's say something like 829. This number versus this number, which one would you like? This one, right? This is an easier looking number, right? So, yeah. So our main purpose with math is to simplify things, because that is how you enjoy math. If you have to deal with multiply, imagine this 24 times 24. If you do this, you will probably get something, and then multiply 18 times 12, and then multiply by 6. See how tiring that job will become. Compared to this, you are breaking the smaller pieces and then you are dealing with smaller numbers. It is not tiring, it is more fun compared to multiplying these big numbers, isn't it? Yes, Aditi.
There was a little issue that I disconnected.
Okay.
That it made me disconnect and join the class.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, as long as you're able to see, whenever you have a problem, you can disconnect and join. And then if you're able to hear me okay, if you're able to see the screen okay, you're good. Alright, now, so we learned about multiplying, adding, subtracting and dividing fractions. And all the good friends here, you guys want to give a hug in front of everybody? So why you have to force me to say the same thing again and again where I'm not adding any value by doing that? If let's say if I teach you fraction today, fraction tomorrow, fraction day after tomorrow, next week also fraction, following week also fraction, the week after that also fraction, am I making you learn something? No,
Yeah.
right? Am I?
Fractions.
Are you happy about it? Then keep quiet. So if I do the same thing again and again, I'm not adding value, I'm not being respectful to your time. Same way, if I keep on reminding you that you are making a mistake, you are making a mistake, you are making a mistake, don't do that. Again, you are wasting my time, I'm wasting your time, everybody's time. Go ahead. Okay, so now let's come back to a serious business and without wasting each other's time. Okay? Now, today we wanted to learn something new. This is called coordinate plane. Now I want to know who knows what is coordinate plane. Yes, Arihan. I'll come to you.
It's kind of like a grid with like the x and y axis.
Okay.
Well, that's kind of like that really.
Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, tell me.
A board with x and y axis telling you the direction.
Okay. How about you, Sammy?
So coordinate plane is a grid, like Arhan said, with an x and y axis.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll have a point on that grid, and you have to find out that point with the x and y axis. And there's going to be numbers below the x-axis and numbers on the y-axis. And you'll have to calculate which number and write the sequence of numbers in the right order.
Okay. I got some jump start from you guys. Yes, Joy.
I'm gonna, can I, watch it on TV because it's still glitching.
Okay, that's fine. That should be okay.
Okay, thank you.
No worries.
Bye.
Yeah, all right. Yes, Shandy. Tell me, what is your understanding of a coordinate plane? Okay, so now the teacher starts talking, okay, so everybody will stay on mute. And only raise hand when there is a question. If I say point here, point here, point here, or point here, or point here on the board, how do you locate this point? I can say, no, wait, there is no question to be asked, there is no response needed. If I look at this point, I can say this is this far point, this edge, and this far from this edge, or this far from this edge, or this far from this edge. Yeah, this is how I can locate this point. Similarly, if I look at this point, I can say this point is this far from this edge, this far from this edge, this far from this edge, and this far from this edge. Yeah. So every point here it is this far from this edge, this far from this edge. So or this far from this edge and this far from this edge. Every point that I have on the board, the only way I can locate that point is by finding out how far it is from one of the edges. Agree? Yeah? Let's say if somebody has to come to my class, okay, and imagine you don't have Google Maps. What will you do? You will say, okay, fine, this class is 1 mile away from the Walmart on the Custer Road. Yeah.
You would use a coordinate plane.
Yeah. So I'm relating to that. You have a lot of things to learn. So focus on that rather than focusing on anybody else. Everybody here. So Nikhil, Anika, everybody with me, right? You able to follow? So I'm saying, any point that you try to locate, you will locate against a fixed place. Like, if there was no Google Maps, no Apple Maps, if you had to find my house for joining the class, you will say, okay, a house which is 1.5 mile away from the Walmart on the Custard Road and half a mile away from the Home Depot on the Custard Road. That gives you a fair idea of where it could be. Or if you knew my neighbor, you'll say, okay, fine, I know this neighbor of Mr. Birendra Kumar, and this house is like 10 meters away from that neighbor's place. So you have a place to refer to. You always have a reference point against which you find the address. Yeah.
Isn't what's that called? A meter 10 centimeters? 100 centimeters.
Whatever it be, I mean, I'm just, see, 10 centimeters or meter, let's
No,
not.
I'm just asking, how is it supposed to be 10 meters from here to...
10 meters, 1 meter is 100 centimeters. So 10 meter will be 10 times 100, 1000 centimeters. Okay?
Yeah, how will it be 1,000 centimeters from here to your neighbor?
Let's park that question because that question would be a valid question for when we talk about unit conversion. So that's when we'll talk about it. I was just giving an example that if you're talking about, let's say if you have to find out my location, you'll say it is 1.5 miles from Lowe's on Custard. Nihit, where are you going, Mita? So let's not worry about what is 1.5 mile now. If you don't know what is 1.5 mile, that will be a separate discussion altogether. I mean, let's not get diverted from here to there. Okay. Now, yeah, somebody is raising hand. Who is it? Yes, Joy. Yes, Joy. Tell me.
So my mom said I'll play on her phone.
Okay, that's fine. That's okay. That's okay. All right. So now we are trying to find out what is the coordinate plane, and what we have seen so far is any point, any place that you want to locate, you locate it against a certain reference point. Even if you go to Google, Google also knows each and every address referring to a starting point. Okay, this much from here, this much from here. Okay. Yes, Joy.
I forgot to turn off the hand.
That's okay. That's fine. Now, so basically, any point that you want to locate, it doesn't exist by itself. It's always with reference to something. Okay? So that is how you locate a point. Let me see where Mr. Yug Patel disappeared.
The bathroom. You fucking...
Yug? How long are you going to stay in the bathroom?
10 minutes probably.
You guys don't have to poke your nose into it. That is for me to take care. So now, Tasvik, you have a serious problem with it. You have become so naughty all of a sudden for no good reason. Would you want me to talk to daddy and mommy? Then please don't commit those mistakes, which forces me to do things which I don't like. Now, okay, coming back to the point. So I'm saying, in summary, every point in the world is always related to something. If I'm talking about this board, I'm saying this board is this much height from the roof and this much distance from the base. Okay. So you are always referring to something against which you are measuring things. Okay. Now, without talking further about it, we got a method called coordinate plane, which does the same thing. But before I talk about the coordinate plane, Nihan,
I have to go out right now, so
you'll have to watch the video of the remaining class, so that way you can catch up. Yeah? Alright? Okay. So, you guys would have heard about something called this.
Number one.
Okay, guys, can you stop asking questions in between? Let me complete something and I will come back to this. Okay? Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. Now, who all doesn't know what is this? Yeah. Yeah, Joy.
I don't see.
What is that? You don't know? What is this?
Yes.
This is called number line. where you have 0 in the center, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on one side, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6 on the other side. This is called number line, where you use a line or a scale for representing the numbers. Yes, Shanvi? Okay, that's fine. Okay? So this is called a number line. Everybody. Where you have numbers represented on a line. 0 being in the center, 1, 2, 3, 4 on one side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it can keep on increasing on one side, and minus 1, 2, minus 3, 4, 5, 6 on the other side. This is called number line. Now you imagine two number lines meeting each other. Okay, here you have again 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. All your friendships should be outside the class. I don't know Tasvik, in the same class in last 30 minutes I called out your names 20 times for no good reason. And then the next step would be 21st time I will not call your name, I will call daddy. Do you want me to? Then why you are forcing me to? Nate, your daddy's number also I have. Okay, I can call if there is a need. Alright, so here, what do I have here? I have one number line horizontal and another number line which is vertical. This is exactly what is called coordinate plane. Yeah.
So do we like something with the boxes that's like
No, don't jump. Whatever I have told, is that part clear to you?
Yes.
You need to focus on what we have learned so far before you go to 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade and 10th grade. And that is not your problem, Tasvik. Tasvik and Nihit, your expertise, your intelligence should be more to focus on what you are learning rather than worrying about others. Okay? Let's not do that. Now, here I am saying this board that I have one number line horizontal and another number line which is vertical, and both the number lines are meeting at this point 0. Is this part clear to you guys so far?
Yes, sir.
So now you look at the other side of it. What happened by putting these two number lines? I split this board into 4 pieces. Did I? If I am trying to find a point here, I can say that this is the first quarter of the board. Let's say I call this, let's give it a name. I will say this number line's name is X and this number line's name is Y. You can call it S-axis or Y-axis. Okay. Now, this 4 pieces of the board that you see right now, this is called first quadrant. This is called second quadrant.
The next one is called third quadrant.
Third quadrant.
fourth quadrant.
Fourth quadrant. Okay. So now if you look at this, what did we do? We had this whole board. We put one number line which is horizontal and another number line which is vertical. This number line which is horizontal I am calling it X-axis. This I am giving it a name Y. It's a Y-axis. But if you look at it carefully, what happened was I split this board into 4 pieces.
Why in bar graph and this thing, why is it always called the y-axis and x-axis?
Why is your name Tasvik and why is my name Birendra? No, I mean, answer that. There is no reason to it. It's given a name. That is how we have to learn. Okay. So,
But it's full of numbers, it's not letters.
full of numbers. This line is given a name X-axis. This is this number line which is full of numbers. Every number line is full of numbers. So this number line is given name X. Okay? Otherwise I would have said, oh, this number line. Which number line? I'm saying number line X. This number line. Which number line? This number line which is vertical. I'm saying Y. So tomorrow if I say Y number line or Y axis, you will know, okay, we're talking about the vertical one. That's the name given. Yeah? Okay. Yes, Shanvi.
So I go to the bathroom.
Sure. So now, if you look at this, we put two number lines, one horizontal, which I gave a name as x-axis, and this number line, which is vertical, we gave a name as y-axis. What did these two number lines do? It split this whole board into 4 pieces. First piece is here. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. Now see how your life becomes a little easier. If I put a point here and put a point here, how you can identify these 2 points? You will say this point is in first quadrant and this point is in fourth quadrant. Now you can locate, right? Now this is why we say, okay, this address is in McKinney and this is in Plano. Yeah? So this makes your life much easier to relate. It's a much more logical breakdown to think about it. Let's say this is Alan. And let's say this is Irving. Yeah? So I can say Sammy lives in Irving, or I can say Sammy lives in third quadrant. Yeah?
I
Or
also live in third quadrant.
what is that?
I also live in third quadrant.
Third quadrant. Yeah. I mean, see again, third quadrant is not the right thing. I'm just giving an example here, okay? Depending on which map you're talking about, it might fall in different quadrants. But I'm saying it's a logical representation. Yes, Mandeep.
Why not Princeton?
Okay. So Princeton. Okay. So this is just an example. Okay. I'm not drawing a Google map here. Okay. I was just giving an example that how do you logically split. If I just say 1 point here, 1 point here, 2 points here, and 3 points here, that will have no meaning to it.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Yes, sure. Don't take 25 minutes. Okay, now from this one I can say there's 1 point in first quadrant, 1 point in second quadrant, 2 points in third quadrant, and 3 points in fourth quadrant. That makes it much more easier and relatable. Okay. Now you're talking about some logical reference. It's easy to locate these points. Obviously, we'll talk a lot more about it. Okay. Today was more like a jump start for you guys to understand what do we mean by coordinate plane. So coordinate plane is nothing but it just gives you a better way to locate your points against the 2 number lines. One is horizontal number line, which is called x-axis, and second one is the vertical number line, which is called the y-axis. Does it make sense so far with respect to what you get? Okay?
Yeah.
Did it-
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Joy, did you follow what I said? I'm assuming everybody has understood a little bit, but rest all you can follow and understand by watching the video one more time. That will clarify some doubts, because I know for some of you there was a little bit of glitch, right? Yes, Salmi.
I suddenly clicked on it.
Okay, that's fine. So, summary is we just did a review of how do you do multiplication, addition of fractions. Some of you who are not clear, you'll have to watch the video one more time to clarify it, and then do some assignment that will make it more confirmed, much more easier to comprehend and solve it. Then we just started learning what is a coordinate plane. And coordinate plane is nothing but a way for us to locate points on a piece of paper when we are talking about multiple points. Just saying 1 point here doesn't mean anything. But now with this coordinate plane, I can say, well, this is the first quadrant. People would be able to locate, okay, this is the first half of the board in the right quadrant, right? If I say 1 point on the fourth quadrant, that means bottom half of the board in the right hand side, right? So that is how you can relate and you can use it, and we'll deal with it more in the coming classes. That is where we will clarify or we'll make our understanding much better with respect to coordinate planes before we move on to something new. Alright? That brings us to the end of the class. Enjoy the rest of the evening. See you guys next Saturday. Bye bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye bye.